Alright everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Captain Crush. I'm going to be your host for the next couple minutes. What I do is I discuss fantasy sports, the player propositions on Underdog, PrizePicks, Thrive, Sleeper, you name it, I cover. My goal is to make you a better fantasy sports player. I will teach you the tools of the trade and give you the tools to have a great process. I promise I will leave you better than I found you. I hope you had a great holiday weekend and we are back. I took a little time off myself, so I'm a little bit weary being on the hot mic again after a 2-day break, but guess what? I do YouTube videos 3 to 5 days a week. I appreciate you guys watching it. With that, let's cover the WNBA slate today. We have 4 games. We had 2 days with nothing, and now we come back with a 4-piece McNugget. Mercury versus Liberty, Fever versus Lynx, Dream versus Sparks, Wings versus Aces. Check this out. 14.5 point spread, or 13.5, 14.5 up here, and then in the middle, we got 2 1.5 point spreads. It's a little sandwich, a little stinker, 2 closers, and another stinker. Hopefully, my God in heaven, I'm praying, I'm begging, can we please have at least 2 close games today? If we can, we might be able to find some W's. But like all things in life, nothing is guaranteed. So with that in mind, I want to give you guys a 2 MLB plays over on Sleeper Fantasy. All right, so Sleeper Picks, Fantasy, whatever you want to call it, it's literally another sports website. We shop around for lines here. That's what we do. I preach it. Value shop. Become a shopper of lines. You will win automatically. You will be a better winner long term. Okay, first, I want to talk about Justin Steele, more 5.5 strikeouts. On Sleeper, he's 5.5. On PrizePicks, he's sitting at 6. Get that half a point discount over on Sleeper and thank me later. Next, Bobby Miller, less than 6.5 strikeouts. He's also over on PrizePicks, sitting at 6, but you'll get a half a point discount. Take both of those, and then if you want a complete dice roll, throw in Mr. Seth Lugo under 5.5 strikeouts, and then you will literally have a 3-piece McNugget. Take it however you want. You can take the 2, take the 3. With Sleeper, it's a minimum of $1 deposit. It's the best place, I said best place, to build a bankroll in my opinion. And literally, use code CRUSH. You'll match your first deposit up to 100. Let's be realistic, but more important than that, you'll get a free 30 days in my Discord, the best value in the business. I promise you, I got about 450 to 500 happy soldiers in there. We're doing God's work on a daily basis. Get on Sleeper and thank me later. Remember, use the code CRUSH and then DM me so I can give you that 30 days free. And just like that, bang, we're segueing into PrizePicks. See, this is what I was talking about. Seth Lugo, he's at 5, Steele 6. Bobby Miller's at 6 as well, all right? So let's go over here where we can go to the king of the road, WNBA, and let's talk shop, all right? What do we got? What are we thinking? Well, let's see. We got 4 games to break down, and I will do my best. I promise you that. All right, so right out of the gate, I want to discuss fantasy scores. Sabrina Ionescu's at 30 fantasy. For whatever reason, she hasn't been playing her normal self. She's been getting it done here and there, but look at the last 5. 30, 24, 20, 49 versus the toughest defense in the league, and then 16. My point is, ceiling of 50, floor of 16. She's at a middling 30. Listen, you all saw the point spread when I opened the video. It's 14.5. I like her to go less here. 1, we have blowout equity. 2, she's playing with just too many studs and she's just not having to do as much. She's not used to playing with Brianna Stewart, Courtney Vandersloot, etc. So I will take less here and hope that it works out in my favor, okay? If you want to take less on her rebounds and at 6, you could. Next, Brianna Stewart. Her fantasy point total keeps dropping. It's at 43.5. Last time it was at 42. I took more, but now it's at 43.5. Listen, if you want to take more here and just pray that Brianna Stewart crushes them and gets to play 4 quarters, be my guest. What Captain Crush is going to do, I'm going right over here to WNBA first half. Brianna Stewart, 12.5 points. I believe it was at 12 earlier. Give me more 12 real points. If she sells, well, by God, she sells. But I will take this all day. Why? Because I only have to get it done in 1 half. 2, 12.5 points for Miss Stewart here is very, very low considering what she's capable of. So give me that. I feel like that's her best value. If you want to go to the full game and maybe touch her rebounds at 8.5, listen, it's been at 9.5 for the longest. Now she's all the way down at 8.5. This is absolutely a good line to take more on. Like I said, the only problem is she may not get a full 4 quarters, and if she doesn't, you're chalked on mores. If you take less on things, then you have a little bit of more equity added in there. But I'll let you guys decide. I think that's a good combination there. It's on the viewer to decide. Viewer beware. Brittany Griner, 5.5 rebounds, folks. She's been at 6 for the longest. Now she's all the way down to 5.5. Just seeing that makes me want to take more. Number 2, seeing that the public's going to be all over this taking less makes me want to take more. But for me, I am hoping that let Breanna Stewart and Miss Jonquel Jones clog her up in the paint. She's not able to get her. I will take less, and I take that very, very sadly. I wish I could take more here, but the right play long term is probably to take more here. The Vegas odds and everything else, it's probably going to hit more often than less, but I have zero faith in Brittany Griner being able to come out on the court and get 6 rebounds just because she has been playing so bad when it comes to grabbing rebounds against other bigs. I'm just going to continue to ride the train until I get forced off. Now, if you haven't been taking less on her 6 rebounds, then you should probably be taking more. I've already been cashing in. She's already made me money, so I will continue to stay less. Is that a foolproof scientific analysis? Absolutely not. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. Aaliyah Boston, more than 8.5 rebounds. My model has her going for 11 rebounds. She finally had a stinker, and it was last game. My oh my, what a stinker, Miss Boston. Braids and all. But guess what? This should be a good close matchup. She's coming back. She had 7 last game. Like I said, it was a stinker. Then she had 9, 14, 9, 11. My model has her for 11. Give me more or give me nothing. I have faith in Miss Boston. I also like her fantasy score. I also like her to go over her real points. She was at 16.5 the other day. Now she's deflated all the way down to, well, she was at 14.5, but now they bumped her to 15. Good move, PrizePicks, because I was coming for you, fella. But guess what? At 15, it's still a bargain. Her rebounds, that's her best if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm just some random guy named Captain Crush mumbling along here in WNBA. I'm all over the place today, but guess what? It's my first day back from my little 2-day vacation. The hot mic is live, and I'm trying to get it under control. I'm trying to wrangle it. But you know what? I got a little ring rust on me. So let me see. Natasha Howard, more 7 rebounds, 50-50. Does anyone have a coin I can flip? Nah, I'm just kidding. I like Natasha Howard to go over more rebounds. Yes, I do. It's a tough matchup. They're probably going to get blown out of the sky, but it is what it is. If you want to take Howard's fantasy point and roll a little bit of dice at 29.5, she's usually in the mid 30s. You absolutely could. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I'm throwing that out there for you, fam. Speaking of fantasy points, Cheyenne Parker, the eyelashes from heaven, 28.5. This fantasy score total keeps falling. I had her at 29 last game, and guess what? She put up an absolute stinker. She finished the half with 5 fantasy points. 5. That's absolutely absurd. I don't know if you guys know, but 5 fantasy points and a half, I could get more than that, okay? My little sister could get more than that, but the fact still remains. It's a late night hammer, 28.5. Give me more, and I'm ready to eat chalk because it's just too low, okay? Her fantasy point per minute agrees. I just need her to come out and not put up 5 in the first half. She almost covered even after that abysmal performance. She only needed 7 more. 21.5 is what, or she got about 16 or 17.5. Plus it was a blowout. The whole game was trash. Come on, Parker. We're tired of you selling. Bring us home, all right? And on that same matchup, that same team, Alicia Gray, 28.5 fantasy points. If you want to take a dice roll here, you can. I honestly like her points to go over instead. 17.5 here. I will take more there. Listen, the Sparks, Los Angeles Sparks, it's going to be a tough matchup, okay? But like I said, the point spread is close. We need this game to stay close. Otherwise, we're drawn dead to begin with, so who cares? Arike Angumbuwale, she's playing in that game versus the Aces. Is she going to crush or is she going to get crushed? Fam, she's probably going to get crushed. But I've never seen her assist prop so low. 3.5 assists for Arike? Guess what? I'm taking more. And if she sells, well, oh well, she sells. I will take more at 3.5. And if you want to go on the opposite direction, I would just fade the prop. Do not take less than 3.5 assists for this girl. Her season average is 4. This line is a trap line. Anytime you see 3.5 in any strikeouts, points, rebounds, assists, all of it, it's a trap. But give me more, give me nothing. Like I said, just fade the prop if you don't like it. All right. Now, these next two that I'm going to talk about, it's inverse season. Normally, if I saw Chelsea Gray at 6.5 assists, I would be on the more train all day long. But today, it's less or fade. I'm not even going to go into full-blown analysis on that. Just trust me. Less is the plus EV play, but I don't even know if I'm going to take it yet. I'm just throwing it out there. Jordan Canada, she's projected in my model to go for 5. She's at 5.5 assists. She tilts me like no other person before. This is the line she's usually at. A couple days ago, she skyrocketed up to 7.5, took under, she soared over. Then she was at 5.5 again, and I literally had her 5 assists in the first quarter and then nothing. Then she got injured. Now she's back and she's at 5.5 assists again. And normally I would say take more here, but again, I'm unsure what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to fade it, but my gut's telling me to take more. Again, I'll let the viewer decide on that. I will let you guys decide. Like I said, I'm still having a July 4th hangover, if you will, and I didn't even drink. Nafisa Collier, 23 points. She's always going to be in play. If you want to take this, her rebounds, or her fantasy score, you absolutely could. Kayla McBride, because of injuries, she's probably going to get the start, more than 12.5 points. I have her paired with a taco from a couple days ago, an esports guy. I'm praying she hits. I put that in there for you guys. Okay, let's be honest about the Las Vegas Aces. They're literally 13.5 point favorites. They're probably going to blow anyone and everyone they play this season. I have them all to win the championship, so I will let you guys decide what to do there. You could probably take unders on their full game propositions and be on the right side of it more often than not, just because they won't play 4 quarters. But I will say this, they did play Asia Wilson in garbage time last game, up 25. She checked in with 5 minutes left and got like 2 rebounds. Luckily, I was on the right side of that, but just thinking about it logically after the fact, it made absolutely no sense. Okay, so do with that what you will. I'm gonna go ahead and put what I would do tonight if I was going to do it. Again, I break down this all more in a list format on my Dub Club. In my subscription package, my gold package, comes with the Discord and the Dub Club list of plays. Listen, I do live streams there, I teach the process, and I'm gonna show y'all something right quick. All right, so this is my Discord real quick, and I told this man I was gonna give him a little plug, okay? He literally came back and he said, yesterday being in my own, having to win that money to get back showed me how much I learned from you. And I even told him, he didn't do this. I just told him I was gonna plug it because, hey, when you get a compliment like that, this is literally my goal right here. Doing this, teaching the process. I don't care about the plays that I give out so much. They're gonna hit based on a 56% win rate by the end of the year. It all averages out. What I do care about is teaching the process to people. People come to me wanting to learn. My job, teach them, just like any other school. That's what it is. That's what you're paying for. It's a subscription service because I'm in there teaching. And right when I get done with this YouTube video, I'm going live and we're going to break down the list of plays that I gave out 100%. Just wanted to throw that in there real quick. Thanks, Blaze. Appreciate the comment. Appreciate the feedback. Thanks for letting me use you in my video. And that right here is CaptainCrush.net. You go here. The gold package is the Discord, fam. Okay, this is what gives you the Discord. It'll take you to this page right here and it'll give it to you right there. $24.99 a month. It's right there. If you want to do the silver, all that is a few plays that I give once a couple times a day. I throw in 2 to 5 plays. It doesn't come with the Discord. It's still valuable. It's a little get your feet wet, but I'm telling you, do the gold package. And if you don't want to try, if you want to trial, just use my code on one of my affiliates, DM me, and I give you the 30 free days. Now let's get back to the bread and butter, okay? Brittany Griner, 35.5 fantasy score, more. It's that simple. If they get blown out, she's going under. But for me, it's more or fade. So I'm going to build a slip here, contest if you will, before I go into underdog, because underdog's coming. I already got it in there. I'm going to build what I would take for my YouTube faithful. This is what I got, and I will be running this. So if it sells, it's costing me a little piece of penny too, but this is what we got, all right? And I know I'm all over the place for this video. It's not my normal format where I have the list to go, but I got to get this done. I got yard work calling my name. I got the Discord live stream coming. I gotta get done, folks. Okay, I'm just one man. Diamond Miller, my diamond in the rough. This game, 1.5 point spread. She's getting extra run due to injuries. 31.5. She cashed for the captain last time. Oh yes, she did. Look at this. 45, 36, 32. She's trending up because her minutes are trending up. What did I always teach you all during NBA season? Minutes equals money. M equals M. It's that simple, fam. Diamond Miller, 31.5 fantasy score. I'm taking it. Throw in Candace Parker. She's trending up. Her minutes are trending up. Her role is now secure. She's finding her rhythm in this new team. She's living it. She's loving it. I like it. My team loves it. 29 fantasy points. It's just too low. My model hates it. My model says, Captain, you're crazy. She's going for 26, but model be darned, taking 29. If you don't want to touch fantasy score, even though she gets blocks and steals, which gives you good equity, you could take her PRA. I don't hate that either. In fact, I like everything but her points. So give me Candace Parker more than 29 fantasy points. I already talked about the other Parker, 28.5. I'm taking it. And like I said, I'm ready to eat chalk. If she makes me eat chalk, I don't mind to eat chalk every now and again, as long as I got the play in correct. And why, Captain, why are you taking all overs instead of any under? I do like a couple of unders today, but guess what? Me personally, it's always more fun to sweat overs than it is unders. Unders is just a tilt sweat. The only thing that I like about unders is it makes them have to beat you. You're a winner until you're not. We're on the other side of it. We're not a winner until we are. But give me more. It's more fun to sweat the games. I like rooting for things to happen instead of rooting things not. All right, so I like those three right there. Again, this is just what I am going to be running, something that I'm going to be running. I recommend you take your favorite 3 or your favorite 4, even your favorite 2, and make your own contest out of it. Aaliyah Boston, 8.5 rebounds more. I will be taking that. And if you want to throw in Collier or Miss Jonquel Jones into that mix too, you absolutely can. Look at this. Jones put up 2 stinkers back to back, but look at what she's capable of. Ceiling of 11, 10, 9. Okay, Phoenix gives up a lot of rebounds. I just wanted to cover that. You could take Asia Wilson, 9.5 rebounds. You could take more there. She's usually at 10, but she's at 9.5 for a good reason. Dallas is going to be tough. All right, Satal Sabali, 9.5 rebounds. Literally, you could take less, but I'm taking more. Give it to me, Miss Sabali. I love taking Sabali. She's always a sweat. It's going to be a sweat all the way to the end, but I'm taking it. I don't care. And if you don't want to take Sabali, you could take the discount with Miss Howard and go with her 7 rebounds. That's fine too. And as a bonus, you get push equity. Now, for this last one, I'm going to say this right now, okay? Atlanta allows, I believe, the second most points allowed there. You literally get to score a lot of points against her. De'Erica Hamby was at 10.5 points earlier today. Now she's at 11. Even with the bump, I still like more here. Why? Because I just do, okay? She got a little bit of an uptick because of Jordan Canada's injury, but now she comes back. Jordan Canada comes back, but Hamby still proved to me that she can get it done. At 10.5, I liked it. It made my dub club list, but now she's at 11. That's why it's important that if you subscribe to my dub club, you can literally get the list before the bumps. But I will throw that in there as my sixth and final option that I like. Again, I won't be running this exact 6 in a one slip. I will take my favorite 5. This is just for YouTube purposes to show you guys what I like, okay? I'm gonna go over one more. I will give you 2 other options if you don't want to take Hamby or if you don't like any of the other ones there, okay? You could take Brittany Griner more than 19.5 points, or if you wanted less, you could take Sabrina Ionescu less than 29.5 fantasy points. At the start of this video, she was at 30, and now she's at 29.5. Folks, I'm telling you, they bump them and move them that quick. Bang. It was literally that quick. Again, she was posted at less under 30 on my dub club way early. That's why I'm telling you guys, you got to be vigilant. You got to stay on top of this stuff. I do my best, but it is what it is. I'm only one man, okay? And that's all I want to talk about today for WNBA. I made something else for Underdog. I will segue to it. But again, WNBA is a very volatile sport right now, okay? It just is. Last year was way more profitable. This year, it's very volatile this year because 3 teams are great. The rest, they're dog water. It's that simple. So it's very hard to predict outcome. But with all that in mind, I'm done with WNBA today. I will cover PGA later in the week for Discord members. I'm not sure if I'll cover it on YouTube, but I do want to talk about NBA Summer League the other day, or for today. All right. The other day, this launched 2 days ago or 1 day ago. I can't remember. I put together a pick 5 flex for my Discord, and guess what? It cashed 4 of 4 because 1 was a DMP, so a 5x because 4 of 4 cashed. The funny thing is this, the lines were super low. I didn't need any research, anything, because how can you research Summer League? You can't before it begins. The point is that I was on live stream. I found this. Anyone that knows basketball could have looked at that list and been like, these lines are way too low. And sure enough, they were. Now they're all way higher, but I'm going to give you 3 that I like that I still think are a little too low. Nikola Jovic, more than 17.5 points. Listen, he was a stud regular season when he got the run. He's still a stud. Not by much, but he is. Mr. Ochai, they bumped him from 17.5. I have him at 17.5. He's now at 18.5. You could take more there. And then the last one is going to be Trey Mann, 17.5 real points. Listen, he's a shooter. He can get hot. All these lines are probably right where they should be now. So now it's going to be much harder for them to hit. The other day I was getting them at 12.5 and 13.5. And I looked at the board and I said, this is ridiculous. Okay. But these are my favorite 3 on the board. My favorite one of them all is going to be Ochai, then Nikola, then Trey Mann. Okay. That's my Summer League. I will get more in depth on this as the Summer League goes on, but I just need more data points. There's only been one session where this has played. We don't really know rotations, and as it goes on, coaches will shift everything up because they're just playing games. It's not anything that's really important. They're just trying to see their young talent. All right, so let's go over to Underdog Fantasy where I cooked this up for you guys. It's a little contest pick 'em. Pick 5 contest. I insured it, so if it hits 5, I get 100. If it hits 4, I get 25. 2.5x. Pretty good, okay? Asia Wilson, higher than 9.5 rebounds. De'Erica Hamby, higher than 7.5 rebounds. This line isn't even on PrizePicks. Rin Howard, lower than 3.5 assists. Aaliyah Boston, higher than 8.5 rebounds. And then I went with Brittany Griner, lower than 5.5 rebounds. Listen, I made this very early on in the day. I would probably swap this Brittany Griner choice for her real points to go more, or maybe something with Diamond Miller, but this is what I got. I keep it 100. This is what I did. If you're not on Underdog Fantasy, why? You're missing out, and I'm about to drop best ball content all summer long for the NFL. Promo code CRUSH, put it in, get your deposit matched. The min deposit on Underdog is $10, and then I'll give you a 30-day free trial of my Discord. So you literally, instead of paying $25, you get to pay $10, and you get 10. So you literally get a full free 30 days of my Discord for nothing. And I promise you, if you try my Discord, you're gonna want to stay. So use promo code CRUSH, send me a DM, and let's crush together. And that's it, fam. That's the end of the video. Sorry this was all over the place. Sorry I'm not my normal self. I still got the holiday hangover. I didn't even drink, but the fact still remains, I'm getting back into the swing of things. I plan on crushing this week, and I plan on pulling y'all with me up along. My Discord community, appreciate you guys holding it down yesterday while I took a day off. My contest ended up getting 2x. I know a lot of you guys crushed. I saw it on Twitter. Appreciate all you guys. My YouTube faithful, I appreciate you guys just as much. If you're interested in my content, like and subscribe. It helps your boy out, helps other people find me, and most of all, you get my appreciation. Tip my hat to you for coming and watching, giving you also a big salute. For those of you that are in the military and served, you guys make it happen. I appreciate. If I did a YouTube video yesterday, I would have thanked you, but I appreciate all you guys, especially that Houston Marine guy, that big old Marine that's part of my community. All right, guys, that's it for today. Good luck tonight, and as always, let's crush.